Yes. So, today I would like to talk about the new the new data type from the Python programming language, which is the list data type. Got you. So here I would like to go for open my Anaconda Navigator in my local computer. So if you have already Anaconda Navigator, you can open it. If you don't have it, and you can go and open in a Google Colab and start executing the Python statements. I'm just open the Jupyter notebook. And go to your specific location where you want to save your all files. So now I would like to go for creating the new Python file. Click on the new and click on Python 3. You will get or you are going to be creating the new one. So here we are going to talk about list data type, right? So give the file name is list data type. Okay. So here the first thing is that representation part. How you can represent the and list data type. So list data type in the sense it's a collection of data members. Collection of data members or data elements in square brackets. Something we are holding inside of the square brackets that we are calling it a list data type. For example, I have a variable a and which is not holding anything and we just holding only empty square brackets. So here the square brackets which is not holding anything, so which means that it's a empty list, but it's a list only. For example, I have a list which is holding the same type of elements like 1 to all or integer type of elements. Okay, so it's an integers list, the list which is having only integers, so that we can say that it's an integer list. For example, the list which is holding only float elements, then we can say that it's a float list. Okay, or float members as a list. So this is the way you can give the names. And but the functionality of the list is it is the dissimilar type of data type. Dissimilar type of data type in a sense it can hold the different type of data elements like integers and float and complex number and a boolean type, as well as none data type and string data type. And so you can so string in the sense we can hold the string inside of the list, and even we can try to hold the list inside of the list also. Okay, not only this thing, we have three more data types are there, like a set. We can hold the set inside of the list, and we can hold the tuple inside of the tuple. I can explain you what is set and what is tuple and what is dictionary in our coming sessions, but you can try to understand here. Here the list is the dissimilar type of data type, and it will hold the any type of data type. That is my that is my explanation here. Got you?
Yeah.
So I would like to go for find the data type of A, and meanwhile I would like to go for find the data type of B, and I would like to go for find the data type of C. You will get the list and list and list. Clear? So here all are the list data type only. Even you're holding nothing, it will accept it. If you're holding same types, it will accept it. If you hold it any type, it will accept it. Got you? No, that's fine as of now. Now,
Yeah. So,
so you have a list members. So whatever the elements we have inside of the list, those things we are calling it say list members. This list members we can access in three ways. What are those? The first one is the index. Second one is slicing. Third one is what? Dicing. This is the three ways we can access the list members from the list. First, we'll talk about the index. With help of the index means the position numbers. Position number that we are calling it say index. So with help of the position number, we can access only single elements. We can access only single element. Okay, from list. Got you? So for example, I have a list which is having the elements are 45, 90, 12, 100, 200 and 50. So how many elements are there here?
right.
How many elements?
Six.
1,
Six.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Six.
6, right? There is
Six.
6
Yeah,
is my
6
length.
elements.
There are 6 elements are there. Okay. So when we have this number of elements, if we have it, then what we can do? We have some kind of positions. The first position is 0 position, which is starts with 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Got you? So
Yes.
the positions are starts with 0 and ends with the total number of elements minus 1. Okay. So when we have these positive numbers as a positive, when we have a positive numbers as a position numbers, then that we are calling it same positive index. Meanwhile,
Mhm.
the same number you may have the some negative number as the index. So which we are started with minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3, and minus 4, and minus 5, and minus 6, right? So this is the
Yes.
way the same list member, it may have the two corresponding position numbers. One is the positive numbers, second one is the negative numbers. So positive numbers which is starts with the 0 to length minus 1, negative numbers which is starts with the minus 1 to minus length. Okay. So with the help of these numbers, we can access the elements from the list. Okay, the index you can represent it with the square brackets again. So a of 0. What is a of 0? What is a of 0?
You have 0, 45.
35,
5. What is a of minus 6?
50.
Huh?
50.
Means
No,
0,
no,
45,
no,
45.
Minus 1 is the 50, minus 2 is the 200, minus 3 is the 300, minus 4
Yeah,
is
it's 45.
minus
45.
5 is the 90, minus 6 is the 45. Okay,
Yeah, 45.
so minus 6 is also 45. So if I go ahead with the minus 1, so minus 1 is what?
50.
250. 50. 50.
It's a 50. That's cool. So what is so why I'm random? The reason is that you need to understand. That's the reason. Okay. So A of 5 means what?
Yeah,
200.
50.
A of 5 means it's a 50 again.
50. 50. 50.
Yeah, 50.
So A of 3. You tell me A of
100.
100. That's correct.
100.
A of minus 4.
12.
Minus 4
12.
200.
So this is
12.
minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Minus 4 is the 12. So one more time, I'm just giving the position numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is positive sign things. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Now is the numbers, the result is same, is it correct or not?
Correct.
It's correct only. Got you?
Yes.
This is the way you can able to go for accessing the
Yes.
list elements with the help of the positive sign as well as negative sign also. Okay. So simply what you understood, each list member, it have the two corresponding no position numbers with positive sign and negative sign. Clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you want to take it or else you need this document. I can share.
That is clear.
I can share you this document. Don't worry.
Sure.
And now the next thing is that slicing.
Slicing.
Slicing means it is also used for accessing the elements from the list, but not single element. So access some group of elements. Group of elements in a continuous wise. Like I have some list which is having the 12, 23, 90, 10, 15, 78, 56, 100 and 59, okay, and 19, something like this we have it. Total how many elements we have it here?
9.
9.
9, right? So make it one
Yes.
more elements extra. Okay, so now
10.
10 elements. Now it's fine. So here my intuition is that I want to access the continuous elements. So usually slicing, which we have the syntax is variable name, and so from which index you want to start that index, and from which index you want to stop that one -1, that one +1. Okay, so with help of this syntax, we would like to go for access the some continuous elements. See, here I want to access the 10, 12, 78, 56. Now tell me what is the index for the this is the 0, right? This is 2,
Correct.
right? This is 2, right? I want access from the 2. I want access the 3, 4 also, 5 also. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to access as one group. If you want to access the 2, 3, 4, 5, then you have to give the start is 2, but 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I want to access the 5 also. Then stop will be 5 plus 1, it will be 6. So if I'm giving the 2:6, 6 minus 2, it will be the 4. So continuously in between 2 to 6, 4 elements it will access. Okay, let's try that one only. So if I give you like 2:6, it will accessing the continuously 4 elements, which is 10, 12, 78 and 56. Why? The reason is that we mentioned the start is 2 and we mentioned the stop is 6. So that second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element we can access. Clear?
Yeah. Jim, on the slicing, we can perform on any type of object or only variables? So only.
I couldn't get your question.
No, the slicing operation we can perform on any kind of variables or otherwise only type variables like
Again,
list.
your question is not clear.
No, maybe he's telling only digits or any some alphabets. Maybe.
The slicing, that slicing is nothing but it's a kind of activity, right? We can take the values from the from any kind of list, only the list or string. Also, we can do this activity.
Okay, so I got your question. So this index and slicing, okay, and dicing. This is the three things. It will be applicable for the string type of data, list type of data, and tuple type of data. Okay.
Okay.
So here the elements can be anything. It doesn't matter for you. But the overall data type
Yeah.
is what? It's a list, right? So that the
Yes,
list it
yes,
is
yes.
applicable for the indexing, and the list it can be supported the slicing. The list it is supporting
Slicing and
slicing also. Meanwhile, string and tuple
okay.
also can be supported the same kind of operations. Okay.
Understood. Yeah. Understood.
Yeah. So for example, if you're not mention the stop index, then by default, if you not mention anything, you just mention only start, but unfortunately you're not mention the stop. Then by the time it will be considering the length of that list, length of the list. So for
Length
example,
of the whole list.
yeah, length of the whole list. For example, here we have the
Okay.
10 elements are there, then 2 to
Mhm.
10, which is the meaning of it. So that you will
Mhm.
be getting the same result for the both 2 to 10. Okay.
Mhm.
Even 2 to 10 is given and 2 to nothing is given, you will be getting the same thing because of you have the total number of elements are the 10. Okay. Now here start you are not mention anything. So by default it will be 0. So if you not mention anything, so it will be 0 only. Even we can try to mention as the 0, then what happen we'll see. You will be get the same result for the last two. Got you?
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
That is the use of no. That is the default values for the start and stop when you are not mentioned. So you are just you are not providing the both. Then what happens? You just mention only colon, which means that the entire list you can access from the 0 to
It will
last.
return everything.
Yes, it will return everything. Got you?
Yeah.
Such kind of
Yes.
operations you can performing on the list
Yeah, yes, yes.
slicing. Now, any questions from the slicing? Slicing will help you accessing the continuous elements.
So if you are not giving any colon in between the break, what will happen?
You will get the error. You can try.
Oh.
Oh, if you mention the both, then make sure that you should provide the colon. Okay.
Mhm.
And if you not
Okay.
mention the colon, then you'll be getting the syntax error.
Syntax error.
Okay.
Forgetting the
That is the syntax, right? The syntax of the slicing is variable name, start and stop, and in between which are separated with the colon. Okay. And if you are mentioning the single square bracket, that means at least you have to provide the index value, like some value.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you're not mentioning nothing and if you want to get a result, then you will be getting the error. Okay.
Correct. Sure.
Now dicing. So dicing, it's a very similar to the slicing only, but it will be stepwise, accessing the stepwise elements, accessing the stepwise elements from starter to stop. So in between starter to stop, every step element we can access. So the syntax for this one is you have to mention the start and you have to mention the stop and you have to mention the step. Okay. So just imagine arithmetic progressive elements we can access. See, I want access this element, I want access this element, I want access this element. That means 10, 56 and 19. See, the difference between these two elements are how many?
Two.
Two.
Here
Two.
Also
Two.
two.
also 2, right? That means the space, I mean, the distance between the two successive elements, is it same or not?
Yes.
Yes. So here the position number is 0, the position number is 1, this is the position number is 2, right?
Two.
This is
Yes.
4, this is 5, this
Three,
is
four.
6. Oh, sorry.
No, no.
3,
Three,
4,
four.
5.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, fine. Okay, this is 6, this is 7, and this is 8.
8.
8. Now tell me, what is the difference between the 2 to 5?
3.
What is the difference between the
It's
2 to
three.
5? It's a 3, right? The distance between the,
Yeah,
or
it's
the
also the
difference
same. Yeah.
between the any two successive positions, that we are calling it a step. So here also 3 only, right? So this is the
Yes.
thing we
Yes.
have to be fixed as this step. So you find that how we can find the step, right? So now this is your start element. This
Mhm.
is your start element,
Start.
and you should access till 8, right? If you want access till 8 position, you have to mention the stop is what? If you want access the 8th position, stop will be 8 plus 1, 9.
Mhm.
Got you?
Yeah. Yeah. Understood.
So with help of these parameters, we can try to give you something like this. Print of a, my start index is 2 and my stop index is 9 and my step is 3, so that the positions of 2, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, the positions of 2, 5, 8 we can access. The 2, 5, 8 positions are 10, 56 and 90.
56 and 19.
Got you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the way you will able to go for accessing the dicing elements from the list. Any questions?
Anjan, if we have three places, right, like start and stop and step, right? But anywhere we can keep like any conditions, like A plus B, what will happen? It will give the sum of results. In the same way, in the step, can I give the conditions also? Or
See, condition means what? If the condition is satisfied, that specific no an element we can access, right? Okay,
yeah, that
that kind of
conditions result I will give in the some variable. That variable I will pass it here. So will it work accordingly?
just wait for 1 second. So we have the array concepts in NumPy. Okay, we have the array concepts in NumPy. So NumPy is one library. So there you will use the conditions as the okay as in index. We can use the conditions in index. Okay, but in case of no Python or data structures, we can't use the conditions. Clear, right?
Okay, directly we can't do it. Okay, understood.
But in array in NumPy, you can do that operations. So array in NumPy in the sense numerical Python.
Yeah, understood. It's fine.
Like I would like to give you some example. Import NumPy. Okay, so NumPy dot array, and so here we have to provide you, so same thing. So this is array, it's not list. Okay,
Yeah, understood. Yeah.
try to print
Like,
array. So this is the, you see, for seeing both are same only, right? But here which is separated with comma, nothing will be separated. This is entire on one array. Okay,
yes.
and here also we can give you indexing, and here also we can give you index, right? Here also we can give the index, but retry and colon 6.
Yes.
Here also
Yes.
we can give the slicing, and here also dicing.
Start.
So see, that means this is the standard thing. indexing, slicing, dicing. So these concepts will be applicable in arrays concepts also.
Yeah.
So now would like to go ahead with condition, right? So this is one condition only, right? Right or wrong, you can forget about it. So
Mm.
so this is one condition, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So this condition, you just mention it as like everything, it could be the true, so that we are accessing everything, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
condition, this is the condition. See, this is the same condition. If I'm using in a list, then what happened, we'll see. See, right or wrong, just forget about it. This is the condition also.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so you were getting, without any without any errors, we got a result, something you got it.
Yes.
But in case of list, if I try some condition, what happened, we'll see. Got what? 23 greater than 67. This is false, right?
Yeah.
False
So
means what? False means 0. False means what? 0.
Yeah.
0 means what? First position.
Okay, understood. Yeah. It took as a like index,
Yeah, it will take as like
0 index.
for example, 45 greater than 90. This is true, right? True means 1, right? So that it will access only
Yeah.
90.
So 90.
What happened for rest of the things? Okay.
Understood. Yeah.
See, here also condition will be supported, but not like it is not a condition actually. It's just a true or false. It meaning that it's a true. This is false. False means 0. This this condition is what? It's a true. True means 1. So that only these two indexes only we can access with help of the conditions, right?
Yeah. Understood. And at the same time, I can pass the variable also. Like I will declare b is equal to 5, then a of b. Then
Uh,
we will return the value.
Ravi, Chiru, what I'm trying to tell you, you can try, no? So whatever
Okay,
you're
okay.
getting in your brain, okay, you can try.
Okay.
Okay, when you're trying, then if you're getting an error, that means which is not supported. Okay, so if you have that thing, then how we can implement it? That's a question. Got you.
Okay.
For example, I want to create some kind of records with help of the list. It's not possible practically. Okay,
Okay.
it is supported only in a set dictionary data type. But my question is that I want to create the dictionary. Sorry, I want to create the records. Okay, then how we can do with help of the list? So by the time, nothing you can do, we can go ahead with the list, and the list which is having the some tuples 12 and 56. Here 12 is the one record value, and 56 is one 12 is the one key, and 56 is the one record. Okay, and this is the way you can able to go for creating the some records, but it is not but we have a separate data structure is there, but even though you were revoking with this one. Got you.
Yes.
So confusions lot many you have it when you're not
Yes,
putting
yes.
the hands on your laptop, then it will recall. Got you. If you're getting a doubt
Yeah.
this time, you can ask me or you can send me message, I will help you. Okay, the hypothesis, you will get lot many imaginations, you will get lot many confusions. So for looking wise. Okay,
Yeah, over the experience, we will
when
get
you're really working, when you're really practicing something, if you have some doubt or if you want to test something, you can test it, because no one can stop you, right? Why you are doing this thing? This is not school or something else, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no one can stop you. This is wrong. Why you are using the statements? So nothing. No one can stop you. So start. If you, even if a small doubt, can we use or not? If you have it, you can try it. Okay. But what I'm trying to explain here, that this is the standards. those things will be supported. Okay. Yeah. So now we have next thing is that so as of now you understood that representation part, slicing, dicing, indexing also you got it right. Now
Yes.
I would like to tell you list is the mutable data type. What does mean that mutable?
You can change the values.
Mutable means
Or
you can change the data, existing data or previous existing data elements or members. Okay, for example, I have a list which is 23. Now I want to replace the 23 by 23 by 135. Okay, so a of 2 which is not 23, it's a 135. So you can simply replace the 23 by 135 with help of the index. So this kind of feasibility will be there in a list data type. So you can create the list and you can modify the list elements. For this one, I just given some example, right? So at now what is the example I mentioned, Chiru? Indian rental agreement. Indian rental agreement. What happened here? సాయి వచ్చారు సాయి క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను ఉంటాను ఉంది వచ్చారు okay so let's have some example Indian rental agreement. Okay, Indian rental agreement. In case of Indian rental agreement, so by the time of taking the rent from the owner, okay, you want to stay some number of people. For example, 4 people want to be stay. Okay, so for example, those names are Ravi. Okay, they decided Ravi and Chiru and Ravi and Chiru are friends, and meanwhile Madhu also a friend only. Okay, so these three guys want to stay in one home. Okay, so Indian rental agreements, what happened here, you took the rental agreement from the owner, and after 3 months, so Madhu decided that he want to change from Hyderabad to Bangalore. He want to move from Hyderabad to Bangalore. By the time, so this room has to be shared by only Ravi and Chiru. So the rent and everything, it will be very tough for them, right? To bear and everything, bro. So that time. So Madhu decided that I would like to replace Varun. I want to replace with Varun. Okay, but Varun have a requirement. No, I have some kind of ID proof and something else. So for where I am staying, I have to submit to my company. So you have to submit the rental agreement. Got you my point? So see, actually you three guys took the rental agreement from the owner, but after 3 or 4 months, and Madhu has to move to the Bangalore, but there could be some vacancy. By the time Varun need the room, okay, but no, by the time, but Varun having some kind of requirement, I need the rental agreement. Okay, he need the name in a rental agreement. So by the time you can update the rental agreement by the Madhu by Varun, right? So that kind of feasibility will be there in Indian rental agreements. But in case of USA rental agreements, so you have to be close your rent. You have to close your rental agreement, and you have to be take the new rental agreement, right? So Madhu is place is like the position is 2, and I would like to replace with 1. So this is the way you can update your previous rental agreement. So now Varun can submit that rental agreement in his office, and Madhu has happily moved to the Bangalore. So this kind of possibilities will be there in list data type. Clear?
Yes.
So that we are calling it's a mutable data type.
Yeah.
Any questions?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
So here I can apply some kind of operations, list operations. It's not list operations, some default methods or default functions in Python programming language. Okay. So for example, I want to know that how many number of elements, then we can use the length function. So length of A, which can be written as the 4. Okay. So min of A in the sense the smallest element from the A, what it is? What is the smallest element from the 4?
12.
12. So if I go ahead with the max function, 100. And if I go ahead with the sum function, so it will sum of all the elements in a list. So you will getting the 246. 246 in the sense 12 plus 85 plus 45 plus 100. So that you are getting the 246. So this is the way you can apply some kind of list operation. I mean, you can apply some kind of built-in functions on list data type. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I have to give you some task for you. Tuple data type. Tuple data type in the sense, tuple means we can represent it with parenthesis. We can hold the same type of elements and dissimilar type of elements, or else nothing. You don't need to hold anything actually. Okay, empty tuple also. So for looking, it will be the same, right? So what I would like to give you the question is here. Whatever operations I did above, the same thing you can try with the tuple data type. Clear my point? So tuple means parenthesis. So with help of the parenthesis, we can represent the any tuple data type, right? So that indexing, slicing, dicing, and manipulations and applying that default functions, you can try with your own. That's my question. Got you, Ravi, Chiru, Madhu,
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
So here for looking wise, it is very similar to the list, so that whatever I did previously, okay, you can apply this statement, just replace with the square brackets by the parenthesis, and you can try this one also, but don't replace with the square brackets by parenthesis as index syntax is same. You have to replace the square brackets here, not in this level. You will get an error. Okay. And the slicing also same similar thing. You just replace the open parenthesis and close parenthesis here, and you can use the same thing, and we can try to execute it. Okay. And meanwhile, we can try to replace it. Then what happened, we'll see. And you can take this example and we can try to replace it. And you can take this example and we can apply these methods. This is your assessment. Try all list operations. Try all list operations on tuple. Okay. Then share me results. Clear?
Yes.
That's for today's session. Hopefully you are enjoyed for this session. We'll catch up by tomorrow's session. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Chiru. Bye. Madhu.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Varun,
Bye.
everyone.
Yeah, Jen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chiru.